All right, friends. I am really exhausted today. So that's why you can't see me. I look atrocious today. I'm just being honest, guys. We're gonna do a more low energy reading here, because I want to give you a reading, but honestly, I just woke up in a mood. I even cried this morning. Like, I can't actually point to something that's wrong, unless it's hormonal. I am ending my period, so hey, maybe it is hormones. Either way, I've just been really exhausted today, more than I have been lately, and I can't seem to point to a reason as to why, but maybe my beautiful collective here, maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe you feel this way too. Let's see. Spirit guides of love, light, and truth, in alignment with our highest potential and purpose, please give us what is for our highest good in this moment. What is for our highest good? What does this collective need to hear? I need this one. Shine your light. We really like getting this card, apparently. Shine your light. Yeah. And that's one thing. I've been really exhausted today, but I've been in a really good mood most of the day. I cried this morning. That's why I'm saying it might be hormonal. But the rest of the day, I mean, I've had enough energy to do things. I just feel exhausted. That's why it's hard for me to explain. Manifestia. I just can't get new cards. Since I started this channel, since I started doing these specific readings over here on YouTube, I keep getting the same cards, right? And this is for this collective of visionaries who are full of this vibrant energy. In the previous reading where Manifestia came out, it was our vision, our unique vision being protected. Maybe I need to protect my light. You know what I mean? Like maybe I'm so exhausted because I have just been go, and I need to actually refill my reservoirs, right? Like, shine your light, yes, but this is also like a mermaid. So it's kind of like I need to refill that cup. That cup of liquid light needs refilled before I am ready to bring more of my vision to life, right? So I maybe need to refill my cup a little bit right now. And so maybe you do too. Maybe you do too. Spirit wanted me to tell you, I was just reminded that I saw 2 mourning doves flying together, which has never happened. I came home, and as I was walking towards the house, these 2 mourning doves just basically jumped out of nowhere and fluttered, and they flew kind of around each other, and one landed on the roof and one landed on the porch. I don't exactly know what that means. I don't know what mourning doves symbolize, but I do know that they are one of the first birds you hear in the morning, really early. This wasn't even early in the morning. It's like 6:15 p.m. And so maybe there's a message there for you. For all you early risers, maybe there is a message in that. Maybe something to do with sleep. We have water, the overflow, and the infinite. So as I was saying, refilling our cup, water, the overflow, we're going to refill our cup until it is overflowing. And the infinite, which we actually did get the infinite before. We didn't get water, but I was just talking about water, the infinite. So there's like these infinite potentials, and we're meant to reach them with our vision, right? Of course. But right now, our engine isn't full, is what I heard. Our engine is not full enough at this moment to unveil our vision and bring forth the infinite into this reality. Right now, we need to connect to the infinite more to allow the outpouring of the infinite into our cup, basically. Right? Until it overflows, until it's overflowing, and it is flowing then through every piece and part of our life. Yeah. Just been in a very interesting headspace today. And I think water is a very, very, very good representation of what that means and how. Take that as you will, guys. I am trying to give you the message that you need for your highest good. Not necessarily one that may have a bunch of clarity at this moment, because if you know anything about water, even if the water's clear, it's still pretty fluid and flowy, and it's always nourishing, but it does have that flowiness about it. See, I feel like that didn't make a lot of sense, but that's exactly what I wanted to say. Okay, that's a new one. And then there's one flipped over here. I don't know if you saw that. Internal Explorer. Wow. So we have new blueprints in Internal Explorer. I think maybe that's another thing. You know how so much of our ocean, like 90% or something of our ocean, has not been explored? That's like what's happening inside us right now, right? The reason water's here and there's this overflow is because we're kind of like being asked to not just allow the water to fill our cup, but to go to the deepest depths of ourselves to find the exact right water that needs to fill our cup. Like, maybe you've been taking care of yourself, you feel good, you've had a lot of really energetic days, you're doing a great job, and then you just all of a sudden feel like either you're missing something or you just feel like out of it a little bit. And I just realized I actually picked these cards also for this reading, and they're literally mermaids. They're literally messages from the sea. Yeah. Hold on, guys. I'm so sorry. I've had you guys just running in circles here with me. Like, is she gonna say something? You're probably just as exhausted as me if you're here, so I'm sure you won't mind. But I think what's happening is we're being asked to go into the depths of ourselves to find the right water. The new blueprints that we are getting are not brand new. It's more like we are finding a new frequency within ourselves. It's already there. It's already been there, but we have to swim into the depths that have not been explored in this lifetime, possibly. There's a lot of blues and purples in this entire deck, yes, but like these coming out together, I mean, it's just giving this water. It's giving water. It's giving water, guys. That's what it feels like today. It's giving water. And because I just love symmetry so much, I'm going to get 2 more Beyond Lemuria cards, and then I'm going to have to possibly just channel for you guys, because what Spirit is really, really bringing to the surface, mind the water pun there, it's not really like word heavy, you know what I mean? If this was air, maybe we would have some better communication, but what's actually happening is you're going so deep into the depths that like words are not here. The infinite is not speaking in words here, right? This vision that we have, it's not in words. It's very symbolic, and water is important. Sacral chakra, core of creation. I do keep getting this card, but the first thing that my eyes were drawn to were actually the snake. This infinity snake here. That's actually where my eye was drawn. Okay. See, I feel like we have that deep desire to create still. We're still in this phase of like shining our light. But maybe this is because we're still in this transmutation process. We are going to the very nature of ourselves. Very deep to find this fuel. You know what I mean? Like, so yes, the spark is what gets the engine to keep moving, but we need the fuel. We need the fuel, and the fuel is not actually outside of ourselves right now. The fuel is needing to be found in seclusion deep inside the waters. Crown chakra, the unlimited self. So it's interesting, we have infinite, which is this connection to source here, infinite, the core of creation, and then the unlimited self. Crown chakra, a lot of unlimitedness. This essence, this energy, this connection to source is a part of it. Source, you know, your guides, they're protecting your vision. Yes. The white peacock is protecting your vision as well. If you want to see that reading, check it out. It might be for you, visionary. But this is literally like this connection to source. Yeah. That's on one side. And you are held and protected. You're held and protected by spirit so much during this process that you are allowed to go deep in there. And I just saw this butterfly when I said that you're allowed to go deep and allow the transformation to happen. And water, again, if you know anything about caterpillars, when they, like, before they turn into a butterfly, they literally turn into, like, soup. Like, they turn into soup inside their cocoon. Like, this liquid just goo. They are goo inside there, right? I feel like Spirit is saying, hey, these new blueprints. Wow. Okay. See, you see how slow I am today? Sorry. There's a butterfly right here and then new frequency, and it's new blueprints. New blueprints. You know how I was saying it's already in you? It's just being found in this lifetime for the first time? That's exactly, guys, that's exactly what caterpillars do. Caterpillars have the DNA. What happens is their DNA is activated when they're in that cocoon, and it starts this process, and then they literally become butterflies. That's what's happening. You are literally in the goo. You're in the soup right now, bro. You're in the soup. You're stewing a little bit. You're freaking Bugs Bunny in a pot with carrots right now. And guys, I'm so sorry. What's on the bottom of the deck? Harmonic flight. There's this balance again, and infinity everywhere. Literally the infinite, and then infinity signs everywhere. Harmonic flight also, like, this is like the flight pattern of those mourning doves, and this literally covered in feathers. Like, 2 mourning doves are covered in feathers. Obviously, they're birds. These 2 mourning doves intertwined together. Showing up at the beginning, a start of something. Start of something new? Interesting. Something there. This is like inside yourself. I know that sounds so crazy. Now I'm thinking about dolphins doing tricks. I'm thinking about dolphins doing tricks deep in the water. Awakened awareness. Red crystal. Rhodochrosite. A lotus. Okay, one more time I want to do that, sorry. Radical expansion. This transmutation process. Something about spirals are super important here too, guys. Something about spirals. This spiraling, this intertwining dance kind of thing. I'm thinking about like you diving deep into yourself. Diving deep into yourself in a spiral kind of pattern. Okay, and now I'm thinking of DNA, right? That's DNA, that's the double helix of DNA. You are activating latent DNA that is going to activate this process of getting you in the gunk, guys. You're in the liquid flames of transmutation right now. We can't even talk about what comes on the other side. It's going to be fantastic. You're going to be a beautiful, gorgeous butterfly. But my goodness, right now we are in it, aren't we? It's going to feel deep. It might be exhausting because there's a part of you in your subconscious right now doing this digging and diving. Like, you already signed up for it, basically. You've already signed up for that. This is like your initiation into that, right? The mourning doves are basically saying, yeah, This is it. This is the start. This is the start of the process. You're going to feel a little tired. You're going to feel energized after that. Right now, you're in the soup. You're in the soup. I promise it's going to be tasty. It's going to be tasty. We're going to get some of these now. That one wants to come out. Safety. Don't be too proud to go back to shore. Right, remember you are held. Spirit's holding you right now. If you're afraid during this process, I mean, yeah, make sure you're staying grounded, you know? If you're going too deep, if you're feeling too much, meditate. Make some quiet time in the still air. Allow yourself to do nothing. If you're really stressed about this, if you're really really in the soup and you're like, I don't even know how to be a person right now, just try to ground yourself. Try to do the things that keep you stable. Try to do the things that keep you stable. Try not to allow it to take you under. Strength. Stay afloat and feel steady and calm. Protection. Keep some aquamarine close. Mermaid's tears have been known to create these precious gems. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Earlier today, I had this card come to my mind. I had this card. I didn't know it was protection, but I knew. I was looking on Etsy at aquamarine rings, and I'm like, yeah, there's that one card that says it's really good to keep on you. So maybe you do need some aquamarine. But more than that, you need to stay afloat. Even though there's a part of you that is diving deep in there, I think it's just something that's being activated. It's latent DNA that already knows. It already knows, right? The caterpillar's DNA already knows it's going to become a butterfly. It just has to be activated. And I think you're going through that activation process. And that activation of this new version of self, this one connected to spirit, connected to source, connected to the core of your creation and your creative spark, that this new version of self that's really, really, really harmonically connected and able to move into this. It's happening even if you don't do anything, right? What's on the bottom of this deck? Move. Barnacles only grow on a dock ship. Right. So this process is happening naturally. It's important that you do whatever you need to do, whatever you feel like you need to do. There's nothing being really asked of you other than keep moving forward. You are strong enough. You are held and protected no matter what happens during this phase. There is a lot of, guides and yourself, pieces of yourself, internally exploring the inner workings of yourself, right? And you don't necessarily need to do that consciously right now, but if you do, those thoughts will be protected. What's under harmonic flight? Reclaim your energy. Yeah, so in order to fill up our cup, Spirit's basically just saying, just breathe. Just ground yourself, breathe, and allow the water to bubble up and pour out of you and into every aspect of your life. You're becoming a butterfly. You're in the soup right now, and you're becoming a butterfly. I really hope you got something out of this. It took a while to get going there, but words don't suffice in moments like this, and I know this reading is just gonna leave you like, yeah, it really do be like that. Bye, guys.